Announcing the commencement of the first purge.
I want you to change the world, and don't think that this is going to happen peacefully or you can do it alone. We need to kill the rich. You get out there, you use your weapons, and you rip Washington apart. You hunt down the billionaires, the bank bosses, the CEOs, the scumbags and the liars, the governors, the lobbyists, the senators, because they're all the same, and you hang them.
Just remember all the good the purge does.
Good evening, everyone. It's August 21st, 2018. We can be sure that the ruling class, Hollywood elite, the corporate elite, are pretty sick fucking people who enjoy harming others and really enjoy harming children. New Pope expected to be crowned as Francis is issued arrest warrant. And might I also include the religious elite in that. Cardinal Francis Arinze of Nigeria was said to be the front-runner candidate in an impending coup to remove Pope Francis, despite an upcoming papal visit to Ireland on August 25th, according to a source within the Vatican Roman College of Cardinals. Pope Francis and 11 other prominent figures have been found guilty of criminal conspiracy to abduct, traffic, ritually torture, and murder children, plus being co-conspirators in the disappearance of 8 children from Catholic facilities in Switzerland, Belgium, and Italy. On August 10th, a European court issued a summary judgment, including a bench warrant, for their immediate arrest. The 11 other defendants, members of the Vatican's Ninth Circle child sacrifice cult, were bankers, religious leaders, mafia bosses, businessmen, politicians, and World Council of Churches officers. They included Irish Catholic cardinals, Cardinal Sean Brady, Archbishop Daromond Martin, Vatican Secretary of State, Pietro Parolin, Canadian Anglican Bishop Mark MacDonald, 2 top officials of the World Council of Churches, and prominent European politicians and businessmen. In February of 2013, Pope Benedict was removed from office after being convicted of crimes against humanity. Both Popes Ratzinger and Francis were considered satanic pedophiles after over 68 children trafficked survivors testified in 2 years of court hearings before 6 judges of the Brussels-based International Common Law Court of Justice. The court order read in part: by refusing to respond to the court summons, the accused are declared their implied guilt pro confessional, as if they have confessed to the charges brought against them. Accordingly, the judgment requested by the plaintiff is hereby granted, and all 12 of the accused are declared to be guilty of a monstrous criminal conspiracy to abduct, traffic, ritually torture, and murder children. A bench warrant is hereby issued for the immediate arrest and imprisonment of the accused prior to their final sentencing. Apparently, arrest teams converged on Dublin, Ireland in preparation to enforce the standing arrest warrant, according to ITCCS Central Office, which was coordinating the actions of the arresting sheriffs. So, there's a bunch of stuff going on there. Tensions began mounting there when Guardia police locked down the militarized city and imprisoned low-income families in police stations after the families' evictions by landlords hoping to profit off the tourist influx of the Pope's visit. August 25th, there has been police harassment of protesters and common law activists, including issuing of so-called terrorist watch lists. And it's the Catholic Jesuits who should be on that watch list. The Catholic Town Home was only one of 10 institutions in Ireland where it was thought that approximately 35,000 unmarried pregnant women were sent with no accounting as to where their babies ended up. As with Catholic mass grave sites filled with mutilated children's bodies in Spain and Canada, coverage of the Irish child mass grave site, a septic tank filled with almost 800 satanic, ritually mutilated bodies, or babies rather, has been non-existent in the mainstream. So they found 800 satanically ritual, 800 satanic ritually mutilated baby bodies. The dramatic story of Pope Francis' child trafficking also never made the mainstream media, even though over 48 eyewitnesses testified before 6 international judges that the Vatican was paid big bucks to regularly funnel children through their pedophile ring to Satan-worshipping church leaders, businessmen, politicians, and other elites, including members of the European royal families. 2 adolescent women told the ICLCJ court that Pope Francis raped them while participating in child sacrifices during the spring of 2009 and 2010 in rural Holland and Belgium. According to a former employee of the Cura in Rome, rapes and murders of children also took place at the Carnarvon Castle in Wales and as an undisclosed French chateau. A prosecutor introduced notarized affidavits by 8 others claiming to witness these same crimes organized by the Vatican. The Vatican, they act just like the Talmudic Jews. They have the same practices, except with the sucking of the newborn baby's freshly circumcised penis by a rabbi. But, you know, the child sacrifice, the general discontent for everyone, even their own Catholics. So, you know, this has been going on for a long time. Newly crowned Vatican popes have willingly participated in child sacrifice rites before they assumed office, according to a document titled Magistral Privilege, on file at the International Common Law Court of Justice in Brussels. The official Vatican paper, dated December 25th, 1967, called for the ceremonial murder of newborn children and consumption of their blood. And it goes into more details regarding what was found by the International Common Law Court. Apparently, they had 358 witnesses over a 2-year period. Evidently, the child trafficking, drug, and gun running activities serviced pedophiles of Washington, D.C., Hollywood elites, executives of big-name corporations such as Seagram Liquor, Sinclair Oil, and food giant Cargill Corporation. And of course, at least one of those fortunes is tied to the NXIVM sex cult with Allison Mack and Keith Raniere. A report to the UN detailed ongoing crimes against Aboriginal women and families via Canadian government, Vatican, and CIA-sponsored child trafficking and terror. It has been verified that the Canadian Native children have died through germ warfare, starvation, and systemic violence in church and state-run Indian residential schools between 1889 and 1966. The UN report showed Vatican ongoing crimes against children were designed to eliminate Indian tribes and thus secure indigenous lands for resource-hungry American and Chinese corporations. Forensics remains evidence and records of murdered children evidently were ordered destroyed by Archbishop Canterbury Justin Welby Kevin Annett of the International Tribunal into Crimes of Church and State said back on March 28th of 2014. Welby appeared to be prompted in part by Queen Elizabeth and royal family members' alleged regular participation in the satanic Night Circle child sacrifice cult murder rituals at Mohawk Indian schools in Brantford, Ontario. So, you know, all those people are some pretty fucking sick puppies. One witness said they saw Pope Joseph Ratzinger murder a little girl. Apparently it was a Dutch therapist back in October 28th of 2013. It was at a French chateau in the fall of 1987. It was ugly and horrible and didn't just happen once. This woman claimed that as a child growing up in the Night Circle, she was repeatedly raped and forced to witness child sacrifice done by this cult that routinely kidnapped, drugged, raped, tortured, and murdered children. And these are the kind of people that should be hunted down like vampires. You know, you get my picture here, my drift, stake through the heart, all that. That's exactly how these people should be treated. No fucking mercy. So, and they have venues. A Night Circle child sacrifice in Montreal was believed prompted by billionaire George Soros, local Catholic Archbishop Christian Lapine, and corporate officials of Cargill Corporation. There was evidence that a Night Circle cult in Dublin, Ireland, moved their child sacrifice scheduled from its pro-cathedral venue. The Ireland cult is under the sponsorship of Catholic Archbishop Dermot Martin. So, Again, there's remains of dead and mutilated children in small room containers, and they were recovered by ITCCS teams and local police after they disrupted Ninth Circle child sacrifice rites at Catholic facilities in Zwolle, Holland, and Dijon, France, Lucerne, Switzerland on April 30th of 2017. So hopefully these motherfuckers get what's coming to them. Somehow I doubt it. But you should know about stuff like this. This world is filled with fucking evil. And the only thing you can do to evil is kill it. Hope everyone has a great day. Until next time, kill the state before the state kills you.